Oh, wow. So
That's
I
what they do.
actually want to talk a little bit about patriotism. I
Mm.
was there's a section in your book about
Yeah.
patriotism, and you know how
Yes.
maybe Americans' way of being patriotic, and also Chinese way of patriotic, and that got me thinking because I never really thought about, I know I'm patriotic, but never thought about how I have been patriotic, and I
Yes.
think. I
Yes.
feel like for a lot of Chinese people, being patriotic is about having this tacit understanding of what your country has been doing, where it wants to go, and how it wants to go about it, how it wants to go about reaching that goal. So the top and the bottom, us being at the bottom, the common people, we have a common understanding of our goals and how we're going to do it.
Oh, but I
And that makes a
disagree.
lot of
We're the people. It's the People's Republic. We're at the top.
well, in a way, because it's mutual, right? We like let's say after these major meetings, okay, we get a sense of the 5 year plans. Okay, I get now we have to protect the environment more, and now we work together to tackle the pandemic. And there's we don't need a lot of heated discussion. Okay, we agree upon this, and
No.
a lot of way I think a lot of the one important way for the Chinese people, a lot of the Chinese people to be patriotic is to know that we don't want to make things more complicated. It's hard enough governing this country, this huge area
Yes.
with all these people. We
Yes.
know that it's hard
Yes.
enough. Let's not make unnecessary complications. I think that's one of the major ways
Yes.
of how a lot of Chinese people being patriotic. Is that how you guys be patriotic? I don't know. Did what I say make sense to you? Yeah.
I'll only say it makes sense to me in terms of what even Western surveys and research have confirmed, which is to say, we all understand that Chinese people on a daily basis don't think about nor want to think about politics or their government. And that's a good thing because I believe that they intentionally, in the West, Jason, I believe that they're intentionally riling up everyone and telling them to get themselves involved in politics and speak and go protest as a means of distracting them and wasting all of their time because it doesn't make any impact at all. The plutocracy is in control. They don't do anything that the people want. They do everything that they want to serve the plutocracy. And they're giving all these people, you have your free speech, yes, go protest, just to keep them busy.
Right.
Just to keep them busy, not to make any impact, because they make very little impact. But here in China, they don't play that game, which is good. They don't try to fool the people. In China, the government does its best to do its job. And let me tell you something. If a government doesn't do a good job, then everybody's in trouble. And if the government does do a good job, then everybody's okay. And the Chinese people, like you just said, they're like, wow, that's complicated stuff. I don't want to get involved in that. I just hope that whatever the government does enables me to be able to have my decent life that I
Right.
want to have.
And also,
And that's all they care about.
exactly. I want to add to that because, after I like to read about these, and especially, books written by Western scholars about, China, the Chinese governance in general. And time after time, and also with my personal experience of living here, time after time, I found out that, I can worry about things happening, but the government always have a better way, always has a better strategy. They know so much more about what's happening and how to tackle all the problems. So after a while, I feel like I don't need to worry that much. It's
Don't need to, right? There's no,
You've
what
got-
do you have to say about
I
it?
know
Right.
you've got the professionals doing their job diligently. All we hope is that they don't work too hard.
Hopefully they are.
So yeah, I think we have that much faith because I don't want to call
Onward.
it faith. I think it's just the understanding
Yes.
of reality. They're doing what they can. It's a tough job, and let's not make things more
That's their
complicated.
job.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's in
Moving
professional
on.
hands.
Jason, moving. That's right. Right. The Chinese person, I feel, is like, that's their job. My job's my job. That's their job. I hope they're doing a good job. And actually, as we know, China has, along with Singapore, the number one and or number two, very close every year, most trusted government and most satisfied
Yeah.
citizens in the world.